Okay, I'm going to record my first yoga session for you to help you with tailbone pain. I'm uploading it to a site that I created during my yoga teacher training. Let's see how this goes. Give me any feedback. Let me know what you think. If it's too long, too short, too hard, too easy. We'll get started right away in child's pose. Unite your big toes together to touch behind you. Fan your knees out wide towards the long edge of your mat. Lower your glutes down towards your heels as you walk your hands out towards the front of your space. If you have a block or even a book, you may use that for your forehead as you lower your forehead down to the mat. You can make this a more active pose by lifting your forearms off the mat, or make it more restorative by placing them down on the mat. Begin to settle in here, connecting to your breath, starting to turn your attention inward. We'll begin with some cleansing breaths. Inhale, send that breath all the way down to your belly, feeling it expand like a big balloon. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. One more time, deep inhale all the way down to your belly. Open mouth, exhale, let the busyness of your day go. Take a few more rounds of breath on your own. Inhale, a tabletop. Come up to all fours, stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Put the top of your head towards the front of your room, your tailbone back. Pull your navel up towards your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, hammock your belly down towards the mat. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck, round, and curl. Tuck your chin towards your chest, curl your tailbone under, round your spine. Inhale, cow pose, lift your gaze, squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening your heart up towards the front of the room. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, push your mat away, feeling a nice stretch through your shoulder blades. At the pace of your own breath, flow through cat and cow. Feeling free to color outside the lines, taking any movements that feel good in your body, just getting warmed up. Maybe shaking your hips side to side. Taking a few barrel rolls. Come back to stillness, tabletop. We'll start working on balance and some core right here in the beginning. Inhale, bird dog. Kick your left leg out long behind you. Keep your heel aligned to the height of your hip. Then extend your right arm long. Frame your ear with your bicep. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, unite your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, crunch together. Continue going. Inhale to reach. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, knee and elbow to touch. Then come back into neutral tabletop. Bird dog on the opposite side. Kick your right leg out long behind you. Extend your left arm beside your ear. Create a solid line of energy from your fingertips through your heel. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, unite your elbow and knee to touch, round your spine. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, crunch together. Keep going. Inhale, find some expansion. Exhale, touch your elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch together. One last time. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, tap your elbow and knee together. Then find yourself back into a neutral tabletop position. Shift your weight onto your right hand. Inhale, thread the needle, fly your left arm up high. Gaze towards your left fingertips. Exhale, brush your fingertips across the mat. Thread your left arm under your right armpit. Lower your left shoulder, your left cheek down to the mat. Option to keep your right hand to the side of your head. Stretch it out long in front of you. Or take a half bind, wrapping it around your left hip. Allow your weight to fall heavy onto your bottom shoulder. Option to rotate your top shoulder back, opening your heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On your exhale, release your top arm back down by your head. Press into your hand. Extend your left arm high again. On the exhale, make some wrist rotations on your way down. Thread the needle opposite side. Shift your weight onto your left hand this time. Inhale your right arm up high, gaze towards your right fingertips. Exhale, allow your right fingertips to brush your mat. Thread your right hand underneath your left armpit. Lower your right shoulder, your right cheek down to the mat. Left hand can stay by the side of your face, extend out long, or take the half bind, placing it by your right hip. Rotate your top shoulder back. Find some expansion through your chest. Feeling a nice stretch through your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release your left palm to the mat. Press in, bringing yourself back up. Inhale your right arm up high. Exhale, make some wrist rotations on your way down. Come back into tabletop. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your hips up towards the ceiling. First time in down dog, feel free to pedal out your dog. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. Shaking your hips side to side. All 10 fingers spread out nice and wide. Press forward and then up to help elongate through your spine. Then push your hip creases up towards the ceiling. Option to bend your knees, helping you create a flat spine. The intention here in this pose is to create a flat spine. Bend your knees as much as necessary. If down dog is a little uncomfortable in your wrists, option to come up onto your fists for added support, or lower down to your forearms for dolphin. Relax your head. Allow it to hang heavy. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Come back to stillness. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll. Step both toes behind your wrists. Bend your knees generously. Allow your torso to blanket over your thighs. Feel gravity pulling your upper body down towards the mat, creating space between each vertebra. Option to grab opposite elbows. Gently sway side to side. Come back to stillness. Allow your fingertips to brush the mat. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Bend your knees. Then inhale slowly to rise, one vertebra at a time, allowing your head to be the last to come up. Unite your palms together to touch. at your heart, standing at attention, Samasthiti. Lower your gaze down towards your fingertips. Press your palms together, making them one, then press your thumb into your breastbone. Take a moment to send your energy and your focus to your heart center. And take a moment to check in with yourself, how you're stepping on your mat this evening, how you're feeling in your body, in your mind. Inhale, send that breath to your heart center. Exhale it out. One more time, inhale prana, your vital life force, down to your heart center. Exhale it out. Release your palms down by your waist. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, glide your shoulder blades down your spine. One more time, inhale your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, slowly glide them behind your heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Raise your arms up overhead. Make this an active pose. Ground down firmly through the soles of both feet. Squeeze your thighs. Feel how that pulls your kneecaps up away from the mat. Pull your navel in towards your abdomen, then up towards your rib cage. Turn your pinkies in to face each other slightly. Feel how that creates some space between your fingers and your ears. Imagine a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you up towards the ceiling. Inhale, find some length through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Unite your palms to touch at your heart. Hinge at your hips as you maintain a flat back, folding all the way down. Slightly shift your weight forward so your hips align over your ankles. Allow your head to hang heavy. Push your hip creases up towards the ceiling. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant both palms, step back to down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg high. Exhale, lower your toes back towards the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your left leg high this time. Keep your hips square towards your mat, your toes pointing towards the ground. Exhale, lower your toes back down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, come to all fours. Exhale, push back to child's pose. Unite your big toes together to touch. Lower your glutes down towards your heels as you walk your hands out towards the front of your space. Inhale, puppy pose. Keep your forearms and your forehead on the mat. Align your knees under your hips. Lift your glutes up off your heels. Continue to walk your hands out towards the front of your space. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Glide forward. Plant both forearms on the mat. Create the number 11 with your forearms. Stack your elbows under your shoulders. Extend your legs out long. Isometrically pull your palms towards your body as you push your heart forward and up. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, turn your gaze towards your left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tabletop push up to all fours. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll flow that one more time. I'll add in one more thing. Listen for the changes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, half moon towards the right. Unite your palms overhead. Bend towards your right side. Ground down through your left foot, feeling a nice lateral stretch through your right side. Rotate your top shoulder back, finding some expansion through your chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, half moon, opposite side. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Plant your fingers on your shins or your thighs. Point the crown of your head forward, your tailbone back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant both hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg high. Exhale, lower your toes back to the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Opposite side. Kick your left leg high. Exhale, lower your toes down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, puppy pose. Lift your glutes off your heels. Extend your arms forward. Exhale, slide through Sphinx pose. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top of your mat. Listen for the change here. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Sit down in your imaginary chair. Breathe here. Feet can be hips width distance apart or together to touch, whichever feels best in your body. Arms can be up straight overhead or out long in front of you. Slightly shift your weight back onto the heels of your feet to fire on your glutes and your hamstrings. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Imagine I'm pulling you by your hip creases down and back. Can you get a little bit lower in your chair? Inhale, find some length through your spine. Exhale, open arm twist towards your right. Keep your hips parallel towards the top of your mat so you're twisting it through your spine. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, open arm twist, opposite side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Activate all the muscles around your spine. Pull your navel up towards your spine. Point the top of your head forward, your tailbone back. Exhale, squat, round and curl. Come up high to the ball mounts of your feet. Squat down low, tuck your chin towards your chest. Exhale, high plank pose. Plant both palms, step back to a high plank. Create a solid line of energy from the top of your head through your heels. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Activate your core. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat, allowing your forehead and your belly to touch at the same time. Glue your legs together to touch. Press down firmly through the tops of your feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Peel your heart off the mat. Little to no pressure in your hands. Keep your gaze looking down towards the top of your mat, keeping some length through your cervical spine. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, come up to all fours, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot through to the top of your mat between both hands. If it doesn't fall there naturally, toe heel your foot until it falls between both of your hands. Inhale, warrior two, open your heart, open your hips towards the long edge of your mat. I'll turn so you can see me. Breathe here. In warrior two, bend your front knee, stack it over your front ankle. Point your front knee towards your pinky toe. Parallel your back foot towards the back edge of your mat. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, finding some expansion through your collarbones. Gaze over your front middle finger. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Place your right hand to the inside of your front leg. Left arm comes up high. Stack your shoulders, stack your wrists. An option for this pose is to place your forearm onto your front thigh. Try not to dump all of your weight into your right arm. Instead, use your abdominal muscles to hold your torso up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm comes up. Left arm glides down your back leg. Maintain your warrior lunge. Reach up and then back to create a nice lateral stretch through your right side. Exhale, tick-tock your arms down. Plant both palms to the mat. Step back to a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Align your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, full cobra pose. Peel your entire upper body off the mat. Straightening your arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop, push up to all fours. Curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in, one breath out. We'll do that on the opposite side. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward, fold, hopper, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, squat, round and curl, come up high to the ball mount of your feet. Come up so high that you can feel the stretch underneath your feet. Inhale, high plank pose, step both feet back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your heart off the mat. Little to no pressure in your hands. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, tabletop, push up to all fours, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your hips up towards the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step that foot through to the top of your mat between both hands. Inhale, warrior two, open your heart, open your hips towards the long edge of your mat. I'll turn so you can see me. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Parallel your back foot towards the back edge of your mat. Squeeze your left glute. Feel how that helps open up through your inner thigh. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Strong arms. Imagine I'm trying to push down on your arms. Don't let me. Gaze over your front middle finger. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Tick-tock your arms. Stack your shoulders. Stack your wrists. Rotate your top shoulder back, finding some expansion through your heart. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm comes up, right arm glides down your back leg. Turn your torso to face the long edge of your mat. So this is a side stretch instead of a back bend. Exhale, high plank pose. Cartwheel your arms down. Plant both palms, step back to a high plank. Inhale, shift forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, full cobra pose. Straighten your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening your heart up towards the front of the room. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, press up to all fours, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in, one breath out. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot through to the top of your mat, between both hands. Position your feet as if they were on skis instead of a tight rope. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up above you. All 10 toes pointed forward towards the top of your mat. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Come up high on the ball mount of your foot. Parallel your hips towards the top edge of your mat. You may need to push your left hip forward, pull your right hip back. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, find some length through your spine. Exhale, airplane arms. Fly your arms out long behind you. Slightly hover your torso over your front thigh. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweep your arms back up overhead. Exhale, revolve crescent. Unite your palms together to touch. Twist towards your front leg. Hug your left elbow over your right thigh. Stack your shoulders, stack your wrists, stack your elbows. With every inhale, find some length. Every exhale, deepen a little bit more into the twist. Option to come down on your back knee for added support if that feels better in your body. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, star pose. Twist towards the long edge of your mat. Create a giant X with your whole body. I'll turn so you can see me. Point your toes out, heels in. Inhale, open your heart, creating a slight back bend. Exhale, horse squat. Squat down low. Point your knees towards the pinky toes, towards your pinky toes. Point the top of your head up, your tailbone down. Plant your hands on your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, dip your right shoulder towards your left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip opposite shoulder to opposite knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, burst open into star pose. Pivot your toes to face the long edge of your mat, facing forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at your hips, maintaining a flat back as you fold all the way down. Taking any movements that feel good here in Prasarita, maybe bending one knee, then the other. Allow your head to hang heavy. Push your hip bones up towards the ceiling. Shift your weight onto your right hand. Inhale, open arm twist, lift your left arm high. Rotate that top shoulder back, finding some expansion through your heart. Exhale, lower your palm back to the mat. Shift your weight onto your left palm. Inhale, open arm twist, lift your right arm this time. Gaze up towards your right fingertips. Exhale, lower your palm down to the mat. Inhale, tense your fingers out in front of you. Inhale, high or halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, tee your arms out to the side, hover your torso in space. Then inhale slowly to rise. Exhale, warrior two towards the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm comes up. Exhale, high plank pose. Cartwheel your arms down, plant your palm, step back to a high plank. Inhale, press up to a down dog. Take one breath in, one breath out. We'll do that on the opposite side. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step that foot through to the top of your mat. Inhale, high crescent lunge, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, airplane arms, sweep your arms behind you. Palms face down, squeeze your shoulder blades, finding some expansion through your collarbones. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Sweep your arms back up overhead. Exhale, star pose. Burst open to the side of your mat. Create a giant X with, I forgot, crescent, revolve crescent. Let's meet back in high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, revolve crescent. Unite your palms together to touch. Twist towards your front leg. Hook your right elbow over your left thigh this time. Option to come down on your back knee if that feels better in your body. Use your right elbow as a lever to deepen into the twist. With every inhale, elongate. Every exhale, deepen into the twist. This is a great detoxifying pose, wringing out your liver and your kidneys. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Fly your arms up overhead. Exhale, here it is, burst into star pose. Pivot to face the long edge of your mat. Create a giant X with your whole body. Point your toes out, heels in. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, horse squat. Squat down low. For a balance challenge here, lift your heels. Come up high to the ball mounts of your feet. We'll hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your heels onto the mat. Inhale, star pose. Pivot your toes, point all 10 toes forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hinge at your hips, fold all the way down. Option to interlace your fingers behind your back. Uniting the palms of your hands to touch. Feel gravity pulling your hands down towards your head. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Tense your fingers out in front of you. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, tee your arms out to the side. Hover your torso in space. Then inhale slowly to rise. Exhale, warrior two towards the right. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm comes up, left arm glides down your back leg. Exhale, high plank pose. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your heart off the mat. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, tabletop, press up to all fours, curl your tailbone under. Exhale, downward facing dog, push your hips up to the sky. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Breathe here. Feet hips width distance apart. Exhale, unite your palms together to touch. Tree pose, root down through the sole of your right foot. Point your left knee out to the side. Place the sole of your left foot onto your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Just be careful to avoid your knee area to protect that joint. Press the sole of your foot into your leg. At the same time, press your leg into the sole of your foot to create a solid line through your center. When you feel firmly rooted in your tree, option to grow your branches long. Get creative with your branches, either keep them wide, unite your palms together to touch overhead, maybe even adding on a mudra. Be okay with the shakes and the vibrations of your body and tree. That's your body strengthening itself. Just like a tree's roots strengthen, when the wind blows it, your body is also strengthening as it shakes side to side. Inhale, unite your palms back at your heart. Exhale, release your legs, shake it all out. Root down through the sole of your left foot. Plant the sole of your right foot on your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Reminder to avoid your knee area. Activate your core, giving your tree a nice, solid trunk to help with balance. Then when you feel firmly rooted, option to grow your branches long. For a balance challenge here, option to gaze up towards your fingertips or close your eyes to observe how vision helps with balance. Inhale, unite your palms to touch. Exhale, release your legs. Shake it all out. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Bow pose. Kick your heels into your glutes. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your gaze. At the same time, kick into your hands, creating a teardrop shape with your body. Squeeze your inner thighs together to keep your knees aligned with your hips. Can you get a little bit higher in your bow? Then exhale, slowly lower back down to the mat. Option to bend your knees, windshield your legs side to side. Come back to stillness. Realign your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, tabletop. Lower your glutes down onto the mat. Take a seat. For the next pose, you may want a pillow. I'm going to use a bolster. You can either use a rolled up blanket or a large pillow from your bed. Deer pose. Bend your knees, plant the soles of bend your knees, feet hips width distance apart. Allow both knees to fall to the right side. Then plant the sole of your right foot onto your left thigh. Take your pillow, plant the short edge of your pillow coming off of your right hip. Then turn your torso towards your right hip. Option to stay here on your palms, lower to your forearms, or lower your forehead all the way down to either your pillow or the mat. To deepen into the twist, turn your gaze towards the right, lower your left cheek down to the mat. Inhale, press into your palms. Backpedal your hands towards the front of your body. Release your legs, bend your knees out in front of you again. This time allow your knees to slowly fall to the left side. Plant your left sole onto your right thigh. Bring your pillow, place the short edge of your pillow coming off of your left hip. Turn your torso to face your left hip. Option to stay on your palms or start walking your hands out towards the top of your pillow. You can come down to your forearms or lower your forehead all the way down. To deepen into this twist, gaze towards the left. Plant your right cheek on your pillow or the mat. Inhale, push into your palms. Start to backpedal your body towards the center. Release your leg long. Set your pillow off to the side. Slightly scooch forward towards the top of your mat, keeping your knees bent. Extend your arms out long. Reverse sit-up. Use your abdominal muscles to slowly lower down to the floor. Supine figure 4. Place your right ankle onto your left thigh. Thread your right hand through the hole you just created with your legs. Grab on to the back of your left thigh. Option to pull your left leg in towards your body as you push your right knee out. We'll hold it for a few rounds of breath. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your head. Release both legs back to the mat. Supine figure 4 on the opposite side. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Thread your left hand through the hole you've created with your legs. Grab onto the back of your right thigh. Option to stay here or pull your right leg in towards your body. Use your left elbow to keep your knee out wide. Then slowly release both legs back down to the mat. Keep your knees bent, feet hips width distance apart. Bring the heels of your feet close to your glutes, close enough that you can gently tickle the backs of your heels. Press down through the soles of your feet. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Option to gently tuck your shoulder blades under your heart. Press into the soles of your feet. With every exhale, try to lift your hips just a little bit higher. Imagine a yoga block between your inner thighs. Squeeze that yoga block. Inhale, lift your heels, come up high to the ball mounts of your feet. On your exhale, slowly lower all the way back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Supta Baddha Konasana. Unite the soles of your feet together to touch. Fan your knees out wide towards the outer edges of your mat. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Observe your heart beating in your rib cage. Gently place your fingertips on your outer thighs. Bring your knees back together. Gather your knees over your chest. Then reach for the outer edges of your feet, your ankles, or your calves. Happy baby, open your knees towards the wide edges of your mat. Stack your ankles over your knees. Position your feet as if you were walking on the ceiling. If your lower back is lifted, it's an indication that you may need to grab a little bit lower on your legs. Kick into your hands the same time you're pulling down on your feet to traction your spine. Then option to gently rock side to side. Come back to stillness. Gather your knees back over your chest. Inhale, keep your grip on your left knee. Exhale, extend your right leg out long. Inhale, half wind releasing pose. Pull that left knee up towards your left armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Guide that left knee over to the right side. Stack your left hip over your right. Extend your left arm out long. Gaze towards your left fingertips. Inhale, gather your knees back over your chest. Give your shins a little squeeze to reset your spine. Inhale, keep your grip on your right knee this time. Exhale, extend your left leg out long. Inhale, half wind releasing pose. Pull your right knee up towards your right armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Guide that right knee over to the left side. Resetting your spine before Shavasana. Extend your right arm out long. Gaze towards your right fingertips. Inhale, gather your knees back over your chest. Tuck yourself into a tiny little ball. Unite your head and your knees together to touch. Give your shins a hug. Inhale as you squeeze yourself so tightly. Exhale, Shavasana. Allow your legs to extend out long. Your feet to gently fall to the side. Take up space on your mat with your arms. Palms face up. Fingers slightly curled in. Allow yourself to come back to a calm and easy breath, whatever a natural state of breath may look like to you. As you begin to relax every muscle in your body, let go of the need for any more effort or strength. Soften the spot between your brow. Relax your tongue down off the roof of your mouth. Soften your jaw. And rest in Shavasana, knowing I will wake you when it is time. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back if it had wandered. You're invited to stay right here in Shavasana, or if you're ready, start to make some small movements in your fingers and your toes. Make some rotations with your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, take a full body stretch, arms up overhead. Point your toes long. Then roll over to your most comfortable side, supported fetal position. Use your bicep as a pillow, knees slightly tucked in. One final pose to feel the benefits of all your hard work and your practice. Then with a softened gaze or closed eyes, press into your palm. Bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Stack your head over your heart over your hips, and unite your palms together to touch. Lower your gaze down towards your fingertips and take one more moment to send your energy and your focus to your heart center. And to observe how you're feeling now after your practice. How you're feeling physically, mentally. And I want to thank you for carving out the time to practice with me. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it, or what else you'd like to see. Drawing your thumbs up to the spot between your brow, to the center of intuition. I bow to you in light and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you. Hope you liked it. Frankie hopes you liked it too. Let me know what you think. Bye.